So after Anne Rice's success with Interview with a Vampire, I could not wait to check out her new series. And here we are now finally able to talk about it because, folks, we're about to jump into my review of the new series, Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches. What's up, folks, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today, folks, we're going to be reviewing the new series, Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches, coming to AMC and AMC Plus January 8th. And there's a lot of announcements around this, so let's get right to that, because also on January 8th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can check out the world premiere event across of all of the AMC apps, which includes BBC America, IFC, Sundance TV, and WeTV. Now, if you had not checked out Interview with the Vampire, go do so. That's amazing. It's amazing. So Anne Rice definitely cooked something up with that. And I'm not familiar with Anne Rice's content. I've never read any of the novels. So coming into this, after coming in from that, I was like, I have to jump on this early. I was a little late to the party with Interview with the Vampire, but I knew this one I had to be on it bright and early. And also to also further the hype, there's a companion special called All of Them Witches, which is a documentary exploring the history of witches. So there's a lot of reasons why you need to check this out. But man, was this special. I had a lot of fun with this series. I checked out the first 5 episodes out of the 8, so I cannot wait to check out the remaining 3, because let me tell you, after the first 10 minutes of the first episode, I was hooked. There's so much mystery. It is eerie. Great performances, just twists and turns. There's just reasons to be suspicious about every character. It's really that good. It really is. And it's led by Alexandra Daddario, who is the character Rowan Fielding. Now, Rowan is a young neurosurgeon, and she is discovering a lot about the world around her really quick. She's learning a lot about herself and abilities she may have, and how that may be a little bit of a gift and a curse. She's learning about her bloodline. She's learning about her biological mother, because she is she's adopted, and she and her adopted mother and her have a really good bond, but the timelines for a lot of things are growing very thin. I don't want to give too much away, but Rowan is definitely about to go embark on a journey that's going to lead her into New Orleans, where she will learn about her bloodline, the Mayfair family. And it's a journey for her. And let me say, because every time I talk about New Orleans, I love the New Orleans aesthetic, and I thought that Interview with a Vampire did an amazing job. This one also did as well. And, you know, from the costume design to the backdrop, the set location, like, I just love that New Orleans aesthetic. And both of these series really nailed it to a T. But yeah, talking about performances, there's so many characters that are so intriguing, whether you like them or love them, but they're really built behind amazing performances. Jack Huston as Lasher. You have Beth Grant as Carletta. As I mentioned, Alexandra Daddario as Rowan, just to name a few here. One of my favorite characters is Cyprian. I love the style, the fashion. I like his powers, and I like his involvement with not only Rowan and their relationship that they had, but also his involvement with the Mayfair family. And everyone knows about the Mayfair family in New Orleans, so there is a little bit of a history to it. And while we may not quickly be exposed to it, the series also does give us you know, the current date, but we also go back into history and learning more about the history of the Mayfair family. So you got sort of 2 different timelines kind of going on as you learn more and more about this bloodline. Now listen here. Now, I named a lot of folks here, but I have to bring up Annabeth Gish, who plays Deidre, who we meet instantly in this series. And let me say, the moment you lock eyes on Deidre, you have a lot of questions. And by just sitting still, you're so convinced that you know something's about to go down. Bizarre, eerie, you just suspicious, you just don't know. And I just thought that Annabeth does a fantastic job in such a small, short period of time with this character that you're so invested. Amazing performance. Eyes are just ice cold, but yet you can feel emotion in them. I mean, you'll see. You will truly see what I'm talking about instantly in this. But I got to say that Deidre, man. There's some amazing moments with her. There's a lot of shocking moments with her. You're just not going to be ready. And as we learn more and more about the Mayfair family, we learn more about Deidre's history. We learn more about Rowan's, what's sort of her involvement with the family and what she's sort of entitled to in the future. And that just goes up and down the board. I didn't mention Harry Hamlin, who's played Cortland Mayfair. Again, the Mayfair family, and while there's an intrigue to the family from the outside, there's also a lot of moving pieces on the inside as well too. So like, listen, there's drama in this, there's suspense, there's definitely some horror in it. There's a lot of different things, sci-fi, all of it's in there. I mean, there's some moments that are just completely shocking in this series, bright and early. There's so many twists and turns, so many unpredictable moments, but it's so good. It's so good because if you're just looking for a drama that just keeps you guessing with strong performances, if you love the New Orleans aesthetic, I mean, it hits all of these things. And yet, I still haven't even finished this season. I already want more. I cannot wait to check out the remaining 3 episodes. But again, I checked out the first 5, and from one thing to the next, there's a lot kind of going on there. And things get spicy. Things get heated. There's some very intimate moments in this that really brings like a extra fire, extra little like an extra little zazz on this, you know, like, oh, there's some moments here, and you're just gonna have to wait and see. But you don't have to wait that long because it's coming out very soon. As I mentioned, you can check this out January 8th. This is a no-brainer here. I think from up and down the board, you're gonna find reasons to just be hooked and just want to ride this one out and cannot wait to see what Anne Rice does next. Again, I've never been exposed to her content, but now checking out these 2 series, consider myself a fan and I want more. And I should mention this too, for the folks who are true to the novels, there is obviously added characters and aspects to this story that was not in the best-selling trilogy of Anne Rice's. So definitely, you know, for the diehard readers, you're going to be appreciated. But for the folks who comes in without any knowledge like myself, there's also a lot for you to appreciate as well too. And maybe you want to go check out the books, because I know I do. So yeah. Without further ado, you got to go check it out. January 8th, AMC and AMC Plus. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know your thoughts about it. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews very soon.
Witches.